Hi beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria. Today is a part 2 of this stylish gown that has a side gathers. In our last tutorial I dropped a video on how to go about the drafting and then the cutting of it. So today is basically going to be the sewing aspect. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, and if you have not watched the last tutorial, please kindly go and watch. So this was where we stopped in our last tutorial. We were able to cut it out and then even cut it on our fabric. So next thing we'll be doing is we are going to be stitching it all together. Now we're going to be sewing it properly now. So I've also gone ahead to cut the lining part. Discover that the lining is a black color and then it also equal. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just go ahead to unpin the whole thing, then start the joining together. So now we are going to be doing fabric to fabric, lining to lining. So first thing we'll be doing, we are going to be starting with the front piece. So this is one side of the front piece. Then I'll carry, this is the center front, then I'll carry the side front for the front piece. Yes, so I'll place it at the appropriate side of the front. That's I'm placing the side of the front to the appropriate center front. You get? So when I place it, I'll sew it from the up down, just as we have cut. Look at the way I'm placing it. So I'll place it right from the place that we stop from our drafting, then I'll sew it down to where it stopped. That is for the front part. Then I'll do exact same thing for the lining aspect. Then this is the back. You know, the back doesn't have any cut or zip at the back, so the button is at the front. That is why you see that the back is cut on fold. So next thing we'll be doing, you're going to carry the side back and then join it just as we are going to join the front. So anything I do to that part, I'll do to the lining. So guys, after joining everything, this is what we have. Can you see? This is our back. Can you see now? This is our back. So this is the back for the lining, and then this is the back for the actual fabric. You get? So that is all for the back. So now I'll be joining the lining and the main fabric together now. So just as you can see, I'll join the fabric and the lining together, just like turning your basic clothes. So that is all for the back. Then for the front, this is the front piece that we've joined. You can see it properly. So I've also gone ahead to join the lining. I'll be placing the lining directly on the appropriate part of the front. Then I'll go ahead to also turn it. So guys, after turning it, this is what we have. Can you see? This is what we have after turning it. Now next thing we'll be doing is we are going to keep the back aside and work with the front properly. So this is one side of the front, so I'll be making this side as an example now. So I've gone ahead to cut this little strap of paper stay. So I'll be placing it on the front. That is where we'll cut our buttonhole. That is the allowance for the button. I'll be placing it on the wrong face. The inches I use is 2 inches. You remember while we were cutting, we used 2 inches for the button. You get? So I'll go ahead to iron it on it properly. Now after ironing it, next thing we'll be doing is I'll go ahead to fold it one. That is fold one. Can you see? Then I'll go ahead to do fold two. So after that, I'll go ahead and then sew it properly on the sewing machine. So guys, after sewing it, this is what we have. I believe you understand down to this extent. So this is what we have after sewing it. Now next thing we'll be doing, I'm going to bring our back and then place it on the front and join the shoulders together. Just as you can see, this is just basic way of joining the shoulders. Now after joining the shoulders, this is what we have. So can you see? This is what we have. So next thing we'll be doing is we are going to join the side together. So we're going to measure our allowance and then join the side together. So we're going to mark 1.25, just as you can see me marking 1.25. It is not up to 1.5 because we use 1.5 for the whole allowance, and we have also gone ahead to sew few of it, so we'll be using 1.25. So guys, after sewing it, like after joining it together, this is what we have. Now this is what we have. So next thing we'll be doing is we are going to be bringing our gathers in order for us to attach it to where it's supposed to be. Now this is the gather. Just as you can see, I've gone ahead to iron hair stay on it in order for the fabric to at least stay strong a bit. So what we'll be doing, we are going to be joining the midpoint of the gathers to the midpoint of the dress, you get. So I make sure right side is facing right side, just as you can see me doing like this. So once I locate the midpoint of the gathers, pay attention to this part very. Once I locate the midpoint of the gathers, I'll just go ahead to what, pin it down. Then after pinning it down, I'll go to the end of the gathers so that I can start my sewing from there. You get what I'm saying? So I'll start my joining from the end, starting from the end of the dress. Also, we're going to be using half of an inch because it was half of an inch we added earlier while cutting. So we are going to be sewing it straight till we reach that mark where our gather starts. Can you see where I'm holding? That is where the gather starts from. Then the excess that is left here is going to be what, pleated on that part. So anything I do to this side, I'll do it definitely to the other side. So guys, after joining the gathers, can you see this is what we have? The whole thing is looking so beautiful now. So this is what we have. Now next thing we'll be doing, we are going to be what, working with the collars. We are going to join the collars together. So I'm gonna have to cut and then sew this collar. Sorry I didn't put the process of how I made this collar, but if you want to really know it, just let me know in the comment section, then I'll drop a tutorial on how to cut a collar. So now I'll go ahead to join the collar down. This one is just like joining it down. I'll just go ahead to join the collar down on the neckline. Then the sleeve, I've also go ahead to go and join the sleeve. Now this is what we have. This is our collar sitting very pretty. So let me know in the comment section if you want to know how to fix a collar. So, and then that is our sleeve. Now next thing we'll be doing, we are going to create our channel for our button, and then go to the down of the dress and fold it with our 1.5 inches allowance we added earlier while cutting and drafting. So I believe this tutorial was helpful. If it is helpful, let me know in the comment section, and if you want to know how to make the collar, you can also let me know so that I'll drop a little tutorial about that. See you in my next video, and bye.